My name is Chidubem Ejezie. I'm a knowledge transfer manager at Innovate UK Business Connect, working under the Global Alliance Africa program. I would say that what has worked well as part of the ATIP program is the ability to catalyze change, ability to see that some of those theory of change that we had at inception and the programs that we've designed have come to bear. We can now see some of those outcomes and outputs, and can see ecosystems already developing and implementing some of these. One such thing would also be the ability to tune into national challenges and then creating solutions for them, also having in mind that there's a UK interest into this. So at Innovate UK, one of our focus is on connecting partners, innovation partners, both in the UK and here in Nigeria. And we've seen some of those partnerships begin to blossom. We've seen people going ahead to have new products into the market. I think that has really worked well. And it's a system that needs to be encouraged. It's something that should be built up, built on here. We need to put into place sustainability plans right from the design stage. And this can be things like having champions and advocates who can continue the work that we've done after the program has ended. This could also be linking to government initiatives. So we have programs in circular fashion, we have open innovation interventions, for instance, and some of these speak to the challenges that the government is having. So why don't we integrate with government parastatals and institutions who can continue to take this forward while the funding comes to a close or an end? The program was supposed to span 6 years, and we started with greater momentum. But as at the fifth year, changes in international politics, national politics, we had a cut to funding. So we had about a significant change to funding, and that had to impact how much you could deliver, how much impact you could have. It also had to impact on how to relate to stakeholders, because now we have ambitious plans, we had programs we're supposed to deploy, and we had to cut down some of them. So that surprised me. But that's not to say we're not able to retract our steps and work with what we have, which we actually did well, and we've seen some tremendous success. The ATIP funding has done a lot, because now we can see when it comes to innovation systems, you can see the relationship between research institutions, you can see businesses, you can see local ecosystem partners coming together to deploy solutions, to tackle challenges that they would otherwise not been able to. So programs like the Lead Customer Program, which we deployed, Lead Customer Program brings in a local ecosystem player, it brings in a business, and it brings in an off-taker. So that means that innovations do not just sit on the shelf, you already have a business that will off-take it, and it helps that system to continue to grow. And then research institutions, researches they used to have that used to just be piles of research documents are now being commercialized. So there's now better access to markets and finances. The AT program has helped in that way, and I would say kudos to that. It would be a good thing to build on some of these things so it doesn't just die out. If there could be a more phased approach to some of this funding, where ATIP can come together with other partners who have similar interests, yeah, just to build on those innovation ecosystem and make sure that what has started would not just come to an abrupt end.